Welcome to It's Chow Time Pod. It's your host Red. I got another compilation video for you guys today. Women, appreciating men, treating them like kings. I felt like it was in the same category, so I just kind of went with this one too. Again, please like and subscribe down below. If you guys are enjoying the videos, I've been getting a lot of subscribers. I really appreciate that, and I've been enjoying the comments, especially everyone that's been suggesting things for me and how to make my show a little bit better. I really appreciate all the comments, trust me, and all the stories you guys share. All right, it's chow time, guys.
If a man pays for lunch, I pay for dinner. If he pays for the movie tickets, I will buy snacks.
I hear this, but
if he buys me shoes, I'll get him a nice suit.
I don't think I've ever experienced this.
If he's having a rough day, I'll help him out. Stop expecting him to treat you like a queen while you are not treating him like a king. Remember, a relationship goes both ways. If a
I was here, treat her like a queen. How many of you guys heard treat him like a king? If he deserves it and he's a good man, respects you, and does everything in his ability to make you happy, regardless of what that may look like, he is a king. Treat him like one. I was here, treat her like a queen.
I agree. If he's doing everything that you want a man to do, why wouldn't you want to treat him good? This one has music, but it's copyright issue, so I muted it. Being pampered is nice, even though it's, seen as womanly thing. I think just being treated like this is, something that all men don't mind in a sense, even though it's a little weird, for most men. This one has some music too, also copyright issues. Dear men, let me pause this. There are still women out there who believe in old school love. I'm a slow reader, sorry, so I'm going to pause it when I'm trying to read it. We treat our men like kings, shower them with love, make them feel safe, listen to them, spoil them. But we've been hurt too. We're scared to let someone in. We've been mistreated. We cheated on, abused, lied to, and ghosted. We're out there if you're out there. Forget this shitty modern dating with all the BS. We'll give you a chance if you give us a chance. That's the video. It sounds nice. I just don't think a lot of women are willing to give men the chance. That's the only issue I see with this particular clip or statement.
So I did this video about women making the first step to have the changes in their relationship that they want. The women are sitting back and saying, he doesn't help around the house, and, he doesn't tell me that I'm pretty, and he doesn't, help with the kids, and he doesn't take me out and all this stuff. And the men are on the other side going, she don't do shit. She don't fucking keep the house clean. She just
that's definitely the two things that are
she don't put out.
The two sexes.
Every time I try to get a little loving, she says no. Well, I got a ton of DMs, but people didn't want to actually post replies, and maybe they didn't want their comment to show up on their other half's page. I don't know. But
Possible.
My point still stands. If you want something, it's worth fighting for. And what's the difference between you making the first move, getting off the bench, giving him what he needs to feel loved, so that he can turn around and reciprocate? There is no difference. Nobody owes you shit. You need to take care of yourself. And if what you want is that loving, reciprocal, close relationship with somebody, you want the intimacy, you want to be told that you're beautiful, you want to feel loved, you want to help around the house, you want to be taken out, start by making him feel like a fucking king. Show him respect. Empty his balls. And do it with a fucking fury.
That one's a good
one. With
one.
the fucking energy of 1,000 wild horses. And I'm not even kidding.
Shout out to Jenny.
You give him something to remember, he's probably gonna remember who gave him something to remember. He's your husband. He said I do. And he might look like he don't care, but he might just be totally shut down, feel totally fucking defeated. Believe it or not, that hard ass fucking son of a bitch, jerk face, dick, he's got feelings. They're in there. And men generally want respect, and they want their balls emptied. And it sounds really simple. And it isn't too much to ask. It isn't too much to ask at all. Just like it's not too much to ask for you to have some help around the house. Because staying home ain't easy. And if you work too,
I admit to that,
and then take care of the house, that's a fucking lot. You have a legitimate complaint. But you can't just sit back on your complaints and point fingers and make no change in yourself.
Jeez.
It is not fair. So if you truly want it, if it bugs you, you must care. And if you care, then you better fight for it. And in fighting for it, you might have to be the one that makes the first move.
I like her.
But it'll pay off. There's not a lot of people giving advice to the women. Lots of people telling men what to do. And all I'm saying is, turnabout is fair play. Go get it.
100% agree to almost everything she said. I mean, yeah, men out there, help around the house. I'm not saying, I mean, especially if your spouse is also working and taking care of everything else too. I mean, it's a 50-50. Not 50-50 in my opinion. It should be 100-100. You give your best. You know, if she's tired from work and is not able to cook that day, maybe you pick up a little bit of slack on that end. That I do agree with. And I also do agree with that women, yeah, you really should put in the effort and initiate to get the desires you want. Like she said, we're dumb, ugly mofos that, you know, have feelings, but we just don't show it. So shout out to Jenny and her awesome advice to women.
I know I don't normally post videos like this, but if you got a man who treats you good and does everything that you need him to do for you, and he does things just because, and he buys you flowers, and he's there for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and he checks every box, my baby, you better go get him some nice shit. You better go plan a date for him. You better go do some shit just because. Buy him his favorite pair of J's, boots, whatever the fuck your man is into. Spoil your man. If he's doing everything that you need him to do, they don't make them anymore. So you better appreciate it where you got it, sis.
They don't make us anymore like that, I guess, according to her. What's this? Participating in this activity could result in you getting hurt. What? That's a funny little PSA thing on the bottom.
So I took you shopping, got you all this stuff, and you couldn't just buy me food?
Ouch.
That ass, if you did all this, you need to return everything and then leave her there and let her just go ahead and just Uber home. It's not even worth it. She don't deserve none of that.
She's on our side, guys. She's on our side.
Nada.
Our side right there.
Nowadays, women think that it's a weakness to treat a man good. Some men literally deserve to be treated.
I agree with that. I think the pursuing and the treating them like kings is a deal or like an issue because a lot of women don't feel like they're getting pursued anymore when they're putting in this kind of effort. But it should be the two people pursuing each other, not just the male constantly pursuing the female or the woman. I'm sorry. I don't know. Some people get upset when I say female. So
Like kings because they literally deserve it. They take care of you, they're protective, they do their job and more. They deserve so much respect, not because one man hurt you means all men are the same, and vice versa. But women, seriously, stop being so defensive against men. And men, stop being offensive against woman. Defensive, not offensive.
I mean, I guess
Nowadays, women think that
I guess there are some men that are a little bit more offensive. I mean, in the red pill space, I believe most men are cordial until, you know, when you get into Pearl's podcast or Fresh and Fit's podcast, when these like feminist type women and these strong independent type women come on and just spout a lot of BS, they do get trashed on in a sense. But I think they deserve it. It's just the things they're spouting out in public and, you know, not being ashamed of saying. So I do see that end, but I don't think most men are out there just offending women constantly. Well, I mean, to tell the truth, that's also hard to say because it's not hard to offend women. So, yeah.
This woman, she already had some kind of masculine features, like deeper voice, deeper whatever. She decided to be a man because she wanted to see how men were treated. Not sex change, an experiment. She ended up killing herself after like a year and a half of this because she
I know
said
this story.
she was treated so horribly by women that she couldn't even believe that this is how men lived. And I was like, no fucking way. But I can see it. I can see that you guys don't speak up. You don't say the things that we need to hear because you want to love us, you want to support us, you want to be there for us, but you guys are supposed to be. You're supposed to be the strong one.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be these things, and
This
yet
is
we've
true.
been fighting to be your equal, fighting to be the alpha, fighting to be, and out of kindness, you guys are stepping back, but it's a losing war for both of us.
Yeah.
Wow. She said it. Women are fighting us to be the leader of the ship, the captain of the ship. And a lot of us love women so much and care for her. We're going to step back. And we're willing to step back for them to be happy. But because of stepping back, it ruins the dynamic of the relationship. Because the men are supposed to be the ones that are the protective and the strong ones. So that story that she was talking about, I know that story very well. I watched the whole documentary and interview with that woman. Yeah, men get treated so horribly that she had to commit. I'm sorry, she didn't have to commit. She committed suicide because she felt that that she couldn't stand it because men were just treating you so bad. It's crazy that one woman's experience was like that, and I think that story gets shared pretty often with a lot of people, and I don't think a lot of women still realize the plight that men go through, especially trying to approach women. You know, a lot of women just think we're creeps. A lot of women just, you know, automatically write us off as soon as we approach them in any way, even if it's sometimes just to like ask for some directions or something, you know. Which, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a woman on that end, so being approached all the time and being, you know, questioned, I guess, about what you're doing or whatever women get questioned about, I wouldn't know that side either, right? So it's hard for both sides to understand each other. But when a woman like that is like transition, she didn't transition, she just pretended to be a man, and they treated her horribly until she revealed that she was a woman. So it's hard out there for us. Keep it up, guys. Like, keep fighting. All right, let me know how you guys like that chow. I mean, was it good for you guys? Did it make you guys think a little bit? I think there's like a couple of women that watch my channel, and you know, if you guys do, the women that do watch it, please leave a comment if some of these women's what they're saying is something you guys even think about nowadays. So then I appreciate everyone for watching the video. Like and comment down below, and like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to make more videos, and it's chow time, guys.